Justin Gaethje just dominated Paddy Pimblett, winning via unanimous decision 49-46 to become the interim champ. One thing's for sure, Scousers don't get knocked out. Paddy was eating shots like they were nothing for 5 rounds straight. Coming into the first round, it was clear Justin was going for the kill. He was swinging for the fences. He also completely abandoned the leg kicks because he was worried of the takedowns and didn't want to take any chances. Paddy, on the other hand, was hammering Justin's calves with kicks. But like I said in my previous video, Paddy has a massive issue with leaving his chin in the air, and that ultimately cost him the fight. About a minute and a half in, Justin drops Paddy with an uppercut and starts hammering him on the ground. To Paddy's credit, he stayed composed and grabbed Justin's wrist to slow the shots down. Paddy landed a few shots of his own, but Justin wasn't fazed at all. He was hunting for that knockout. What surprised me was that Paddy wasn't shooting for takedowns whatsoever, even when he was losing the exchanges. Going into the second round, Paddy immediately goes back to the calf kicks. Justin keeps pushing forward, swinging for home runs with not much technique, old school Justin Gaethje style. Striking wise, Paddy was alright, but again, his chin was just wide open. At minute 4:39 of the round, Paddy steps into the pocket with his hands down and eats a nasty left hook. You'd think after taking shots from guys like Jared Gordon and Tony Ferguson, he'd learned by now to keep his chin down. But nah. I'm sure they worked on it in fight camp, but at a certain point, that's just his style. Once you're used to fighting a certain way, it's hard to change. Justin did great work in the clinch, front headlocking Paddy, bringing him down and landing short shots. They weren't big shots, but they add up. Justin did his best work when he had Paddy against the cage, closing the distance and throwing compact punches that looked nasty. What Justin showed in this fight is that he was willing to eat a shot to close the distance because he knew he was the quicker and better striker. For most of the round, Paddy was on the back foot, getting constantly pressured. Towards the end of round 2, Paddy eats an absolute bomb of a knee that drops him in a way we've never really seen before. With pure grit, he gets back up. 30 seconds later, he gets dropped again by a right cross, and the round ends in ground and pound with Paddy looking like a bloody mess. If Paddy proved one thing in this fight, is his durability. Round 3 was Paddy's best round. He managed the distance better and didn't let Justin get into range. His striking was better, stiff jabs, 1-2s, calf kicks, and that helped keep Justin in front of him instead of constantly walking him down. Justin though started showing bad patterns. Every time he threw a combination, or Paddy did, Justin would duck his head to the right. If Paddy had capitalized on that, he could have won the fight with a head kick knockout, like Leon Edwards did. Going into the championship rounds, Paddy kept getting clipped by overhand rights because he still wasn't tucking his chin. Shots that would have dropped almost anyone, but not Paddy. I thought the whole Scousers don't get knocked out thing was a joke, but it's real. But come on, you just ate an overhand right. Why is your hand still down? Pull it up. And to think he wanted to fight Ilya, that fight is never happening. Topuria would murder this guy, and I mean that with all due respect. After eating multiple overhand rights, Paddy finally shoots for a takedown, but by then, it was too late. Things were getting sloppy, and Justin easily stuffed it. Justin did an amazing job forcing this fight to go exactly where he wanted, a brawl. Paddy had no choice but to fight Justin's fight, and that's what led to his defeat. Paddy ate so many shots that at some point you expect him to tuck his chin and bring his hands up, but he just doesn't. And honestly, his durability is probably part of what got him this far. And that's coming from a guy that actually likes Paddy. He has a great personality, no doubt. But a mistake like this is ridiculous, and the fact they still haven't fixed it is crazy. You'd think at some point his team would say, "Hold on a minute, mate. Your chin's in the air. Let's fix that. Come on, Paddy. Come on, Paddy." But no. Does Paddy's team not watch tape? Anyways, Justin Gaethje is now the interim champ, so he's next for the title against Ilya Topuria. And watching the fight we just watched, Topuria's gonna tear through this guy. Just the way he dodges punches and ducks, Ilya would read him like a book. The fight would end within 2 rounds. What an amazing fight this has been. I actually predicted how this fight would go. If you want to watch that video, click right here. And make sure to like and subscribe. I have 3 kids to feed. Thank you.